Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, helpwithgadgets.edc, and what we have today is a North Arm Skaha. We're going to do a disassembly and cleaning of this particular model. One of my friends astutely commented that the knife was blue, and shout out to him. He knows who he is. But it is indeed a rather blue knife, and but a very cool knife as well. That's the blue G10 flipper, North Arm SS35VN, and made in British Columbia. So very cool. Let's go ahead and get into it. I have not disassembled this knife before, so this will be a first time for me, and hopefully there are no surprises. It is a T10 for the pivot screw, and then the body screws are T8s. So let's go ahead and get those. That was fairly tight. Make sure that you're using good bits when you're working on knives. If it's some of the cheaper bits, sometimes they don't do so well. All right, and let's see if I can. What you'll run into a lot of times when you do have a cheaper bit is that it may not fit well, and it may easily round off, which could lead to you stripping the screws. And trying to make sure I don't have anything. Whoa, come on, get in focus here. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't out of focus too much or for too long. But let's see if I can encourage this thing a little bit. It does not want to come apart here. And I'm going to try to get this loosened up without cutting myself. Well, I'm going to take loose these. I don't think that's going to have any effect on it, but I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Maybe it wants to come apart more from this side. I don't know. So you get exciting content when you haven't taken a knife apart before, and you're doing it for the first time. I did one the other day that was very exciting because it had loose bearings. There we go. We have some movement now. There we go. Alright. Good deal. And drop those in there. Okay. Alright. Interesting. We don't have a detent ball on this. It's a detent nub, kind of like Sharp by Design does, as well as Holt. Just looking at the interior of it. Alright. Let's see if we can get this to move here. I would rather that screw to the pivot to come out. So let's tighten this up and see if we can get it to turn any. Yeah, it's turning. Should be able to get that out. Alright, there we go. And you can tell this is not a very heavy knife. There's really no metal in the frame except for the lock bar. Very interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and do some wiping down. Should be fairly simple. And I want to try to get this lock face. Let's see if I can get the bearings out. There we go. Not the bearings, the washers. This is how you can tell it's not scripted, folks. Because we have a saying around my house and my daughter and son-in-law's house that words are hard. And this is true sometimes, especially when you're trying to concentrate on fixing something and trying to keep the dialogue mildly or maybe somewhat interesting while you are filming, so that there's not terrible dead spaces that can be at times quite boring. So I'll try not to mess up too bad, but no promises. In fact, maybe that's something that you can look forward to, because it's not likely to improve a whole lot, I wouldn't say, because I'm liable to make mistakes. But that's all part of the learning process. Alright. Just trying to make sure I don't have any grime and things like that. I'm going to make a quick adjustment here. And look at this. Ah, okay. So this bar here is held in place by the clip screw. And wow, that is in there. Let me get a different driver. This one allows me to get a little bit of better leverage. And there we go. Yeah. It makes it a whole lot easier. I'm just going to take this out. Might as well disassemble it completely. And I don't know that it should just pop out. Yeah. It felt like it moved a little bit. Yeah. Gently encouraging it to release. Let's see if we can slide this up under there. I don't want to. There we go. Let's go ahead and wipe this down. Probably didn't have to do that, but I do like to when I get a new knife or new to me knife. And I'm pretty bad about it. Usually I'll, the first day I have it, it comes apart. And I did get this one earlier today. So it did come apart this evening. Alright, let's go ahead and, while those parts are drying off, get the bearings out and go ahead and clean those up a little bit. This is my first experience with a North Arms Skaha, and this is one of the earlier versions. You can tell from the blade here that it was 7 of 18, so it's one of the older models, and I like the milled blade. To me, that's just cool. But that's not for everybody, which is why there's a lot of different knives made in a lot of different ways, a lot of different colors, a lot of different materials. You can pick what you like. And I would like to go ahead and thank everyone that has subscribed. If you haven't done so yet, please go down there and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, hit the like button if you would as well. I appreciate those that have done so thus far, and I also appreciate the comments. So if you would make a comment down there, make a comment about the knife, what you think about the knife, what you think about the channel. You try to be nice about it if you can, but I take constructive criticism as well. So if it's something that I can improve upon, I'm all for that as well. Alright, let's get these pivot screws out. See if I got a T8 right here. That's not a T8. We didn't need a T8. We needed a T10. And we'll use that just to back out the threads on the pivot to get any extraneous Loctite. You saw that tweezers jump out of my hand, right? They do that occasionally. But it's usually the hand's fault and not the tweezers. Alright, backing this out. Just making sure it's nice and clean. Alright. I'll go ahead and start assembling this. I'm just going to tighten it down on this side. And we'll reassemble it. Let's get a T8. Go ahead and put in this other driver. Alright. Let's go ahead and reassemble this if we can gently do so. Press that back in. Hopefully it doesn't give me too... No, there we go. That popped right back in. I'm going to take that clip and tighten that right back up. I like the engineering of what they've done here. Just a simple G10 scales, the lock bar there. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and put the pivot back in. I don't think there's anything crazy there, just maybe it is. Alright. We can work with that. We'll go ahead and put that on from this end and see if I can back this out easily. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't slipping in from the other end, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to tighten this. Well, I'm not going to worry about tightening it because I will take another T10 laying right there if I need to in the end. Alright, I'm going to take the washer and look and see where the bearings have been riding and put that one down. Go ahead and put the bearing on there. Take a bit of, I like using Gunny Glide. I'll use that sometimes. And again, doesn't take a whole lot. I usually put a couple of dabs on there, which will then get spread around as the blade is manipulated. We'll go ahead. I don't know that I did the pivot hole on the blade, so I want to make sure that's cleaned out. All right. Slide that on and put the bearings on this side. I am going to put another couple of dabs on the bearings on this side. I'm also going to touch that that little detent nub on that side as well. Alright, I do need to put on the washer on that side. So again, look at the bearings and put them accordingly. And then we'll just press that on. Okay. No additional parts that I see. I am going to put a dab of Loctite on here. I probably should have done the other side as well, since this is a since you were able to take both sides loose. But I didn't see a lot of evidence that there was was Loctite on there before, so it may not need it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the body screws in. And I did take them loose from both sides because it didn't want to come apart easily. This is an older knife. I'm not sure that this knife has been taken apart. The knife doesn't look like it was used very much, in fact. Or if it was, the design is such that it doesn't show wear. Alright. And I need to tighten this pivot some more. Alright. Wow. Needs to be tightened just a little bit more. Okay. Centering's looking pretty good. Still felt a little blade play there. Tighten it a little bit more. There we go. That might do it. Yeah. Okay, maybe just a hair more. No blade play. And the action is good. Centering is good. So I believe that's going to go ahead and do it for this evening. And there you have it. A disassembly and cleaning of the North Arms Skaha. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Again, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like. Appreciate it. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank y'all for watching.